Welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. MLB The Show as league action for you this afternoon. It's the Philadelphia Phillies taking on the New York Yankees. And this back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go. Today's starting pitcher, Bobby Miller. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
One strike.
The 1-1 is cut on and missed to the pitch upstairs. Curve in the dirt. That one not close, and it's a full count. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Oh, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. And that's outside, and it's 1-0. Miller, a 6'5" righty, 220 pounds, a former first-round pick in 2020. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. Nobody out, runner at first. A changeup missing, and it's 2-1. And there's a ball. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
On the ground to third. Over to Altuve. On to Freddie. Double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Ryan Reynolds here. Hitless in 4 at-bats yesterday. And that's in the dirt.
1-0.
And another ball. 2 out, space is empty. Next offering is in for a strike. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Big knock there to keep the inning alive and an opportunity to put something in the gap and give the Phillies the lead.
And here is Giancarlo Stanton.
It's been a tough stretch for him at the plate. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
And that one is in for a strike. Two outs. He swings and fouls one off. And a foul ball, he stays alive. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here in the 3rd and final game of the series. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Here's the veteran second baseman, Jose Altuve. And that drops in for a strike. On the ground, right side. Jimenez, throw to first. 1 up, 1 down. And now it's Manny Machado.
Really strong hitting performance recently. Currently owns a 7-game hitting streak.
Strike 1. 1 out, bases empty. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
Balls, 2 strikes.
Swings through it for the K. Slider got him for strike 3. 2 outs, bases empty. Here's the veteran first baseman, Freddie Freeman, with 3 hits on the series and 1 of them a homer. And first offering is fouled off. And they'll do it again. In the air, out towards right center. And puts the squeeze on that one. And that's the inning. Back at Yankee Stadium. All set for the start of the inning. And now for the Phillies, Nathaniel Lowe. And that one fouled off. Next offering upstairs.
James Kingsley working the plate. Kingsley's pretty well respected around the league.
Yeah, when you talk to players, I think consistently he is one of the guys you hear compliments about. Players appreciate the job he does back there.
Yeah, and that's kind of all you can ask for, really, just a fair chance to go out and have success.
This one's into the gap in left center, and that should be extra bases. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Mason Wynn.
That's a ball.
The shortstop takes the ball.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
And another ball low at second with nobody out. That one way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
The right fielder.
So digging in, Jordan Walker. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. No score here in the second.
All right, now he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
And that misses. 1-2 the count.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire's strike zone.
And that's way high. And the count is 2-2. Got him. And that is a big first out.
Well, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump, one that lasts for several games, even a week or more. Well, right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out what can get him back on track, back to feeling more comfortable and settled in the box.
Stepping in, Connor Wong in there at the knees. And it's 0-1. Runners at first and second with one gone here at the top of the second. And that's fouled off. Grandal can't handle it, gets away. No movement on the bases. 1-2 the count. That misses the zone, and the count is even 2-2. That one missed. Two on, one out. High fly ball down the left field line. That's back. Into the second deck and gone. Kiss that ball goodbye. Ryan Bliss stands in for the Phillies. First pitch misses. Still only one out here in the inning. In the dirt, and the count now 2-0.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
He doesn't get the call. And now 3-1.
Just doesn't seem to want to throw him a fastball.
Already 3 runs across in the frame here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. That pitch clips the outside corner. That's strike 2. Upstairs, and that is ball 4.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Here's Andres Jimenez. He reached on a walk his first time. Pickoff throw. Bliss dives back in safely. That one catches the zone. It's 0-1.
Always tough to turn 2 on a speedster like this. It's even harder with him coming out of the left-handed batter's box. You really need something to hit hard on the ground that they can handle to turn 2 quickly.
Runner takes off. Swing and a ground ball. And foul ball. Man at first, one away. And that skips into dirt. And a base hit into right center field. The throw in. And he's safe. So it's first and third with one down. And digging in for Philadelphia, Brandon Marsh. He's 0 for 1. Just missed.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
And that is out of play. First and third, one down. Next offering is in for a strike.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. So 2 down now. And here is Brian Reynolds. And a foul ball. Corners are occupied with 2 down. Base hit and a run comes in.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Stanton stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Swings through that one. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Justin Verlander getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Kelly getting loose as well. Next offering in there for a strike. Now 1-2.
2 strikes.
Battling here as he fouls it away. 2 on, 2 outs.
Ball 2.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
2 on, 2 outs. And there's a ball. Nathaniel Lowe on deck for the Phils. Good job to fight that one off. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Bottom half of inning number 2. And stepping in for the Yankees, Geraldo Perdomo. Whitlock back to work. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Ground ball right side, and that's just foul. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Jorge Soler up at the plate. And first offering is fouled off. Soler went deep in his most recent game. And there's a foul ball. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Oh, this guy's been pretty much a non-factor so far this weekend. Very little in the way of impactful at-bats and quality at-bats, and let alone contact. That's the 6th time they've set him down on strikes in the series, so no doubt frustration mounting and very high right now.
Righty delivers. That one finds the corner, and it's 1-1.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
That's a little bit low. That one misses, and now it's 3-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. New inning getting started, and now the first baseman, Nathaniel Lowe. That misses the zone. Ball one.
You know, these Phils doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at bats out of him.
And he can't come up with it. And he's going to make it to first, and we'll see how they score it. Man at first, Mason Wynn stands in for the Phillies. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. Swinging a foul straight back. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. And now for the Phillies, Jordan Walker. Struck out swinging his first time. Up and in, 1-0. Just missed.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Ball three.
Little trouble with this one behind the plate.
3 balls, no strikes.
Fastball for a strike. Fouled off down the right side. First and second here, no outs. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Here's the catcher, Connor Wong. He's already homered here in this one. Just missed.
Ball one, no strike.
And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even.
1-1.
And that one missing low. Low on second. Win over at first with one away. That's ripped. Base hit. Low coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. Safe. And the runner from second scores on the play. And the lead is up to 5. Here's the third baseman, Ryan Bliss. He walked and came around to score his first time up. And that one clips the corner.
0-1's the count.
Foul ball there. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Nothing happening on the bases, though. And here's the Phillies leadoff man, Andres Jimenez. A walk, and he's also singled. That one pushed to the left and foul. And that's off the inside edge. And the count even 1-1. Squirts away a little bit.
1 ball.
Safe at second. Wong up to second. Runner at third. Hold, so both runners are now in scoring position. That's down and in.
2 strikes.
Breaking ball inside. 3-2 now.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
That one the other way, and now maybe extra bases. One run across, another comes in to score. It's 7-0. The throw to second is offline.
Gets the job done as he brings home a pair. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Perkins settles under it and makes the catch. And that'll do it. So they get 3 runs. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
That one missed.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound.
And that one hammered. And that gets down in the corner. Around first and hustling for second. To second, pulls him off the bag.
He was all over that one. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Hauls it in, and there's one away. Here's Marcell Ozuna. Big time power. He's 3rd in the AL in home runs. That one ripped but foul. Right through there for a strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Off the mark there. And that is ball 1.
2 strikes to count.
1 out and a runner at second here in the last half of the 3rd. Swings and misses. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. And that's in for a strike.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
Check swing, and he went. And it's 0-2.
0-2 is the count.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Next offering misses, and the count is 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's inside.
Well, we know this, down 1 or down 10, Jose Altuve is not going to give away an at bat.
He swings and hits a fly ball center field. That's a hit. Coming home. He will score. It's an RBI single. It's 7-1. Here's Manny Machado now. Struck out swinging his first time. Outside low, and that's ball 1.
That's in. Ball 2.
Got to be real careful here. 2-0. He's hunting for his pitch.
2 outs. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
2 balls, 1 strike.
To the right side, and it goes just foul. Altuve off of first with 2 away. And it remains 2-2. fouled off, and they'll do it again. That was the sweeper, but it missed.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
On the ground at first. Dives, and he can't hang on. Wins the race to the bag, and they do. That's in there. Strike one.
For you growing up in New York City, I mean, you're a big sports fan. Tell me about your experience with the Yankees growing up.
I really went to Shea Stadium more than I did to Yankee Stadium. I grew up a Phillies fan. There was one game, though, that I went to as a kid. I sat in the upper deck. It was the game that Bo Jackson hit 3 homers in his first 3 plate appearances and then hurt his shoulder diving for Deion Sanders' inside the park home run. That's probably the most memorable game that I ever attended as a fan at Old Yankee Stadium. Stanton in the box again, takes a strike. Pitch misses, ball 1. Singy 4 homers in 22 games at Old Yankee Stadium. What do you remember?
Well, I remember my rookie year hitting 2 in one game, and before that game in the clubhouse, there was a gentleman there who owned a suit company there in downtown Manhattan, and he said to me, "Hey kid, you hit a home run in the game tonight. Come over to the store tomorrow and I'll give you a free suit." He doesn't flinch at all with the front shoulder, stays nice and closed behind in the count, and hits this ball beautifully.
Here's Nathaniel Lowe, and that's in for a strike. 0-1.
So I went into the game. I happened to hit 2 when I walked into the store the next day, and he looked at me and said, "You're trying to put me out of business, aren't you?" And that was a great experience that I had as a rookie playing against the Yankees, playing in New York.
So did Super Joe give you 2 suits?
Super Joe hooked me up with 2 suits.
Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now 1 out. Mason Wynn stands in for the Phillies. The shortstop takes the ball. Next pitch misses. 2 balls, no strikes.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
Hit in the air, left field. 2 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Soler ranging back on it, and it bangs off the foul pole. Home run.
Well, he really crushed that thing.
So 2 away with nobody on. Connor Wong stands in for the Phillies. He's already homered in this game. And he takes a strike. Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you expected offense to score, and not as lopsided as this. But, yeah, you definitely expected to see some offense coming up.
That one is absolutely belted. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double. Man in scoring position with 2 away. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Ryan Bliss. In the zone for a strike. That was the sweeper. Ball 1 there. Wong at second with 2 down. The 1-1 is fouled off. Out to short. Slings it across. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. Phil's get 3 on this. Swing and a ball driven out to center. That's back. Pulls it in on the warning track. And up next for New York, Geraldo Perdomo.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
That one finds the zone. Strike one. Perdomo, 25 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. And a swing and a miss.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
And there's a ball. And that one lifted in the air, center field. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. 2 down, bases empty. And next for New York, Jorge Soler. Struck out looking his first time. And that one misses up and in. Ball 1. Fought off foul. That one misses. 2-1.
Nope, that's a ball.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
2 down, nobody on. There's a strike.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
And that one is lifted in the air. Walker makes the play, and it's out number 3. Kelly back to work. Ball 1, no strikes.
Well, these Phillies, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And that just misses.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
That one misses, and that's ball 3. Stays alive. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Marsh at the plate now. That's ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. And a swing and a miss.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
And that one fouled off. On the ground. Throw on to Freeman. 2 up, 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Now the left fielder, Brian Reynolds. And first offering is fouled off. Just missed. Out. That one drifts inside. 2 outs. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
And a foul ball. Reynolds off of first with 2 away. Check on the runner.
No, he's in there.
Up the middle. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. And now first and second with 2 outs. Nathaniel Lowe up to hit. That clips a corner. On the ground right side. Altuve slings to first. That's out. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Yankees just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
That misses. And
1-1.
1-1. That one
Ball
missed.
2.
That's too low. 3-1.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
Towards first. And he handles it himself for the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Right back to him on the mound. Fires over to first. Home half of the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs. 2 down, bases empty. Yasmani Grandal stepping in now for the Yankees. That one ripped. Hauls it in to end the inning. That pitch in for a strike, and it's 0-1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Liam Hendricks getting ready to go. Chapman getting cranked up as well. And it's 1-1. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
The shortstop takes the ball.
2-2 the count.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And that's in the dirt.
Full count.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. A game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Hit on the ground, might be 2. Over to Altuve. And that's 2.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Connor Wong stands in for the Phillies. That's in there. That's strike 1. Next offering misses down and away.
1-1.
Just missed.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Next offering is in for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. And we're the top half of the 6th. Hard hit, right side. Gets it to first, and that will end the inning. Tap foul at the plate. Next pitch is downstairs. Stirring in the Phillies bullpen, Tanner Banks getting loose out there. Snyder, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it.
Anytime you can pitch down the
So the batting order turns over. Jose Altuve up to hit here.
Number 59. Dalton.
Swing and a miss, strike 1.
0-1.
That one down the line, and foul ball.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
That's off the inside corner, and that's ball 1. Just misses with that one. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the bottom of the 6th. And there's a ball. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Pretty good spot on the outside, but just couldn't quite clip the zone. That's a stone cold take.
In there at the knees. And that is strike 1. Jeffries, he's someone that fills up the strike zone, so he doesn't give up a lot of walks, but because he's in the zone so much, a decent amount of hits occur. Outside low, and it's 1-2.
And he's got to get ahead early in the count and then be able to mix up his speeds. Add and subtract some velocity, but command is the big key. Throwing the ball where he wants to.
Altuve aboard here at first with nobody out. And that one is downstairs, and it's 2-2. That one to first. The throw to second. Can't hang on. Here is Freddie Freeman. 0 for 2 in this one. And first offering is fouled off.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
And now the 0-1. Jimenez. There's one. Out. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. This game's a bit of a blowout, Siggy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
All right, Singy, in ballpark entertainment, you got a favorite mascot race?
Yeah, I love what they do in D.C. with the former presidents.
Somebody always gets tackled. They always get hurt.
I know, and it's just crazy. Imagine running around in those big, bulky suits, and somebody's always going to go down.
And a strike. Do you remember when Tim Kirkjian ran in the sausage race in Milwaukee?
No, I didn't see that one.
Yeah. Yeah, they used one of the kid-size ones.
You know, this isn't exactly a mascot race, but I love what they do in Atlanta with the freeze. No, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Jimenez in the box now. No balls and a strike. Line drive caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play.
I wanted to race the freeze at one point. I don't think my hamstrings could hold up for it now.
I feel like 5 years ago you could have handled the freeze. It would have been fun, and I would bait you into it and try and get you to train to race the freeze, and it just never materialized.
Yeah, I appreciate that you had enough confidence in me that I could beat a guy who looks like he was going to the Olympic trials at some point or another. But yeah, it's always a great thing to watch there.
Oh, that pitch got away from him, and that's a hit by pitch. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. B-Ray coming to the plate now. And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1. In the air, right field. Soler makes the catch, and that is bottom of the inning. Now it's the shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Walker gets under it, corrals it, and there's one down. So up next, Jorge Soler. Smoke to right center, and this one's gonna go out of here.
It's like he's playing wiffle ball up there. That's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. To the slight opposite field into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
And first offering is fouled off. Lined, and that's a base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center. Here's Josh Bell, 1 for 2. That one finds the zone, and that's strike 1. Jeffries, in his second season, he features a sinker, a changeup, a slider, and occasionally uses a cutter. Next offering way off the plate. In the air, left field, down the line. And it hops over the wall for an automatic double.
Automatic double?
It's automatic double. It's not a ground rule double. Yasmani Grandal up to hit. Outside. And it's 1-0.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
On the corner for a strike. And the count 1-1. Perkins at third. Bell over at second with 1 down. Slapped hard the other way, but foul. Two on, 1 out. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Strike two. Traffic on the bases with one already in. Here, the bottom of the seventh. Foul ball, still 0-2.
That's a ball.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Inning over, and it could have been worse. The Yanks do get one on the solo homer. It's now 10-3. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Liam Hendricks.
Well, he struggled quite a bit, so this is another opportunity to get on the right track. He's given up more than 1 hit per inning pitch so far this season.
Giancarlo Stanton at the plate.
The designated hitter, Giancarlo Stanton.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Just missed.
2-0. Ball, that's out.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
Nathaniel Lowe digs in now. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, that's really the money spot. Down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Ripped on a line. What a play in right field. One away.
Up next for Philadelphia, the shortstop, Mason Wynn.
Mason Wynn stands in for the Phillies. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Action in the pen down there. Scott Alexander getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. The Phils up big in this one, and we're in the top of the 8th. And there's the strike. Ripped to third and caught to first, but he's back in time. Nice hustle to avoid the double play there.
Now batting, right fielder, Jordan Walker.
Now it's the right fielder, Jordan Walker. And there's a rocket into the outfield. And that's going to get into the corner. Stanton around second, heads for third. And he's got a double.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Connor Wong stands in for the Phillies.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Ozuna should have it. And that'll do it. So they strand a pair. Last half of the eighth coming up. It's the Phillies 10 and the Yankees 3. Bottom of the eighth. Now it's the second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Jose Altuve.
Jeffries back to work. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle and a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Here's Manny Machado. 0 for 3 in this one.
Machado.
A changeup missing, and that is ball 1. And it's fouled away. He swings and fouls one off. Runner at first with no outs here. And that one almost got him. The Yankees with a lot of ground to make up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance. And it is gone.
Just an excellent swing.
So now it's Freddie Freeman.
Number 58. Tanner Banks.
Outside low. 1-0.
Ball 1, no strikes.
That's out to center field. Marsh on the move. Puts it away for the out. And now Geraldo Perdomo. In the dirt, and that's ball 1.
Well, no base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
There's a strike.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
Swing and a miss. It's 2-2.
2-2 to count.
And he hits a ground ball right side. Steps on first for the out. And stepping in for the Yankees, Jorge Soler. Just missed. That clips the zone, and the count is 1-1.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
A dive, he's got it. Throws from his knees. It's there, and that's a great play.
Proof right there of why he's a Gold Glover. Flash that leather around and make everybody excited. Nice job to end the inning.
Pitching for
Back
the
at Yankee Yankees
Stadium,
Stadium, we go to the ninth,
Number 45.
and digging in for Philadelphia,
Ryan
Ryan Bliss.
Chapman.
Now a drag bunt, third base side,
Foul
and that goes foul. Chapman, multi-time All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a sinker, a slider, and occasionally works in a splitter. Not
One ball,
close with that
two
one,
strikes.
and a count 1-2. And that's
Ball two.
downstairs and outside. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment and get back on track. His team needs it.
Jimenez stands in now and watches strike
0-1
one.
the count.
In for a strike, and the count is 0-2. And ball one.
Two strikes.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
One down, base is empty. Got him. Coming out of the bullpen and throwing beatings.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Pitch misses there. Ball one. And downstairs. Swing and a chopper out to short. Perdomo on to first. And that is that. Bottom of the ninth. And now the center fielder, Blake Perkins.
Colin Snyder.
First pitch, and he just misses. Right through there for a strike.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early.
Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning. Man at first, nobody out. And next is the designated hitter, Josh Bell. That one fouled off. On the ground, 2 ball. In plenty of time to first, 1 out, bottom of the ninth. Now the catcher up to hit, Yasmani Grandal. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Right side. And a foul ball. And a 1-1. Foul ball. Out towards left center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away. So last chance for the Yankees. Now here is Marcell Ozuna. Splits the plate. 0-1. Runner at second, 2 down. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And 1-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The Yanks down to their final strike. Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle. Coming home. He'll score, and it's an RBI single. It's 10-6. And the Phillies manager. So a man aboard. Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Jose Altuve. Ground ball left side, and that's just foul. The Yankees looking to rally.
One ball.
In the dirt, blocked. The Phillies leading by 4 here in the last half of inning number 9. And now 2-2.
2 strikes.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Helpful.
This one in the dirt. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Well, a great back and forth in that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Popped up. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Phillies slug their way to a win in this one.